Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Lighting Your Sunshine, where we like to shine a light within and empower ourselves. So for today's reading, I'm still kind of getting bits and pieces of the message right now. So I went over to my closet, was trying to see which ones to pick from, and they directed us to the spirit song, and I pulled them, walked away, went and grabbed water or something. And then they're like, we're going to pull these cards because of the weather outside today. And so the weather, okay, so when I woke up at 4:30 in the morning, I'm definitely a early morning riser. And so when I went outside at 4:30, it was the weirdest feeling. So we've gone from snow to now today it's plus 15, but it's got over 100-mile winds. And so when I kind of stepped out into this crazy wind, it was weird. It was like so calm at the ground and peaceful, and very stable. But then you look up and everything was going crazy. And so when they showed me this deck, I don't know why I heard spirit song, but I saw birds. I saw feathers and birds and flying in air. And I was like, oh, that makes so much sense with all the wind. And then I sat down and I was like, spirit song. Actually, these are all animals, right? There's an example. There's a whale on there. It's not a bird. So I sat there for a second and I realized spirit song is from your wind, right? We can play instruments, but we blow into like hot cross buns. Really? I was like, of all the songs for them to like share, that's the one they want to show right now. But yeah, there's something about music, wind, and songs that is going to come up and out through this reading right now. Do you have any more insights before we start? They said something about a grand gesture, and I really don't know what that means. They're showing me movie theater lights, like grand opening. Oh, they want like a drum roll. Okay, drum roll please, as we shuffle the cards. Guides are always so funny. They've got great sense of humor. So, Spirit, what is it about using wind and song together? Because you can use your voice. It could be you singing. It could be an instrument. It could be anything. So let's tap in and see what message Spirit wants to share. Oh, they were about to fall. Okay, so we got 3. Let me just check. Every single one is in reverse, but this is a really good mixed up deck. So we are going to take all the reversals today. So with that being said, let's put them in the upright and see what we're working with. So we've got the 9 of Shells, which is gratitude and fulfillment. Oh, just gratitude. I feel like that's that grand gesture, that show. I don't know. There's something to do with movie. I'm getting a movie star. Like the movie theater just lights up. I don't know. I'm from a small town, so I'm seeing more of like a small town one. Like plays. That's what they're showing. But movies are there. So these shells, we've got a little penguino, and he is chilling there with his 9 shells. And these 9 shells are almost collected, right? It goes from ace until 10, right? And then we go through the court cards. So we've got 9 of them. 9 out of the 10. There's just one thing missing. And one thing for that fulfillment. And I do feel like, ooh, nope, just say it. I was like, I'm going to wait until it comes out later. I really feel like something really big and grand. Like it said, grand gesture. I keep seeing this opening night, like celebrating of someone. I feel like something really great is on the horizon. But you have to have gratitude for it and patience in this moment. I'm seeing someone with like all their things, and these things aren't things. It's all the areas in life that we try to balance. I see they've got 9 of them. So from there is the Hermit. The Hermit says contemplation and wisdom. So not being in contemplation, going out, making that grand gesture. It's, have you been thinking about reaching out to someone? I see 2 scenarios here. It's either like this grand gesture is an apology that's owed. Right? Because I got that from the gratitude, right? In the reverse, there's not gratitude. So maybe there is something to let someone know, because I heard grand gesture. Maybe someone went out of their way. They did something amazing for you, and you didn't quite receive that back in the way that they were hoping. And you know, when we do something for other people, we can't really do it in hopes of getting something back. So I'm seeing at the time you didn't really take their feelings and consideration into effect. And so something shifted, something changed, they said. Oh, perfect. I didn't even look at this, but we got the moon. And that's that shift and that change. We're lighting your sunshine. We don't want any illusions. And right, what is the moon? My friend, I was like, you know, the moon keeps coming up to me and I don't know why. She's like, Christy, the moon reflects the sun. Because I was like, my theme is changing. It's lighting your sunshine, but we got a disco ball moon, and this moon keeps coming up. And I don't know why the moon. And she said, the moon doesn't have its own source. The moon reflects the sun and then shows us. So I really feel like it said, it wasn't your energy. I really feel like someone went out of their way to show you kindness and compassion, and they didn't really get that thank you back. So what Spirit is saying is your windy song, it's using your vocal cords, your windpipes, and saying, thank you so much. That was so nice of you. I really, really appreciate it. I was sitting here focusing on all these shells, right? Going out of my mind, right? Because not going in hermit mode, not staying calm. It's trying to go outside of yourself and force things, you know, make things happen. But it just kind of got a little bit scattered or something. And so I see someone kind of coming up and doing a nice favor. You didn't ask them, you didn't know it, but let them know. Yeah. I think time just kind of got, nope. I was going to say, I think time just kind of got swept up, you know, and you had other things and you forgot about it. But what my guys are saying is like, no, you're avoiding it. For some reason, you don't, I think a fight might have happened afterwards. And so now to come back, there will have to be that apology to them and then thanking them for the effort. That's what I'm seeing. It is 2 steps to this gratitude. First, it's forgiveness, and then being thankful for what it is. Because the moon, like it says, imagination, perception, not seeing things quite clearly. And yes, that person shouldn't have given in hopes that you would react a certain way, right? We're free agents. We got free will. You know, sometimes when you do something nice to someone, it could actually trigger them. We don't know that. And so when we give so openly to others. But what I'm getting is that this effort was not, they didn't have to do that. And they wanted to save you so much time and so much effort, and provide, pretty much is what they're saying. And so that goes back to the 9 shells. They brought in this last shell, right? This is gratitude and fulfillment. 10 is the completion. 10's like you finally got the whole collection of that thing that you've been working so hard for. And that's actually something I'm seeing is almost like you have a collection. You're missing just one thing. But this person, they went out and got you the last missing one. You didn't know the efforts that they went through it. They didn't really want to tell you either, but it wasn't perceived nice. And so what they did, man, they jumped through so much hoops, they're telling me. That this was a beautiful action. It was from the heart. And so just let them know that it means so much to you. The fight wasn't because of what was said, they said. You were fighting, they were fighting just to, they were hurt people. But it's okay to apologize, they say. And you know, if you're still angry, take that time to calm down before you go and talk to someone, because if you do, it's going to start that fight again. But what we want to get to is that thank you. But the forgiveness is first, they're saying. So I feel like it's time to wrap this up. But I'm feeling it's very scary. But you know what? Singing publicly is always scary. And there is so much wind potential to tap into. When I think of air, wind, air, element, that's the mind. That's thoughts and everything. So in here, it was saying imagination and perception. That whatever's stopping you from that last collectible that you've been trying to get, they say, being thankful for that. Just letting them know how much that really does appreciate. I feel like for one person watching, you got this thing from someone. You did say thank you, like, oh, thank you, but you don't know like what they went through to get that to you. And if you actually knew, like, it's just use it and appreciate it. That's how you can. And so what I see is, like, let's say this thing happened 10 years ago. Let them know again. Like, man, I can't believe it's been 10 years to them to have that coming back like 10 years later. Oh, that would mean so much to their heart. And so for those who are fighting, you know, it's just brief. They're just hurt because they really did a lot for you. And now that I think about it, by the time these kind of videos come out, this is almost going to be about Christmas time and present giving. I don't feel like it is that. I'm hearing for a select few, it is kind of that. Like, whatever happens for that argument, they went through a lot to get you that. Just know that. Be grateful. Sing your love so that you don't have to sing forgiveness first and then thank you. But for others, I'm just getting that there was a fight between you or a conflict of something, and it seemed like that person was always like coming in and like being the rescuer, saving the day and something. And what I get is that this person's annoyed. This person's like, I wanted to do it myself. But they did. They helped you. And I think if you know the real story, that's why I think the song needs to come up to talk and just say thank you. So whatever it is in your mind that comes up in this reading, they're saying, lean into it a bit more. So let's say if you are that 10-year anniversary person and you're like, oh, I thought of this person for some reason, maybe reach out to them and be like, you know, I'm just so thankful. Right? So we got so much abundance. We got so much to look for, so much stars and wishes. It says just be grateful for all the fulfillment that you have, and sing that love, sing that praise, because the more and more that you are grateful for what you have, the more and more you're gonna magnetize more of that into your life. And contemplation and wisdom. What does the hermit learn when they go on their own? Well, there is a message for you when you go on your own, but always with the hermit, it is you go on your own, you learn, and then you come back to the group and society and community, and you blend and you share and you create and share your song. We'll leave it there. Have a good day. Bye, guys.